Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, I am going to discuss about the topic how you can use Databricks Dolly model with LangChain with a simple application. So in the last week, we have seen a simple application using Dolly model and also we have discussed some basics of Dolly. So today we will be seeing how you can use Dolly with LangChain. We already know about what is LangChain, how you can use LangChain in developing generative AI applications. So today we will be seeing one more application, how you can use this LangChain library with the Databricks Dolly model. So before that, I would like to thank to all my subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also requesting to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. So let us dive deep into the video. So first, what exactly this application does. So we have seen how you can use Databricks Dolly model, and also we have seen how LangChain is helpful. So but here we know that we can develop a simple application with a combination of Dolly and LangChain framework. But since this is a 3 billion parameter version that we are using, it is obviously that this is very less powerful than GPT 3.5 or GPT-4 model. So that's why it's common that it will make some mistakes and hallucinate some answers, but it's okay that it can work it out for some applications. So but you can use this in your collab. So for that, just select a T4 GPU, and it will take 3 to 6 minutes to download from Hugging Face this model, and then you can simply use the tokens of Hugging Face server, and you can spin up your model. Okay, so for this application, first you have to install as usual the required libraries. So today we are installing this particular libraries for this application. So just use pip install command with your library name. So we are using LangChain and this all auxiliary, transformer and torch libraries. So if you are installing this inside the Jupyter environment, this is the command. But if you're using conda prompt, then conda install -c conda -forge the package name. So these are the commands that you have to use for installing your libraries. And once you're done with that, just you have to get your secrets. So that means the credentials for accessing the model. So from google.collab, import user data and user data.get of secret name. So this will help you to get your secrets. And once you're done with that, whatever you're installed, you have to import that for using in your code. So for that, you're using this particular code, that is import torch from transformers import pipelines, and generate text equal to pipeline of the model is the Dolly v23b. The torch dtype is torch.bt float 16, which we used it the last week application too. And the trust underscore remote code equal to true. I already explained what this parameter mean. So that means whenever you are asking questions, it is gathering from somewhere in your web. So you're trusting that and allowing that to display for you. So for that, you're using this particular parameter. And then device underscore map equal to, which is a default parameter, and return underscore full underscore text equal to, which means it will return entire text. It don't cut it. Okay. So this is the parameters that you have to use for calling your Dolly v23b model in the pipeline method. Once you're done with declaring or initializing your pipeline, then you have to make a request for answering your questions to the pipeline. So for that, you're taking one variable res, that is result, and generated underscore text, which is a function that is the function name for asking the question, which we can use to pass questions to the model. So for that, what is the difference between New York and New York State? So this is the question. Okay, and then you're printing that result of generated underscore text. Then this will give your answer. Okay, so you cannot see here answer because I have executed this in the collab, and then and then I have changed the system, and I could not able to find this file. So that's why I just imported that to my Anaconda, which is my rough template which I used. So that's why, but the response will be good. So you can just try it out on your own if somebody wants or interested in that. So but this is the process of making calls to the model. Okay, and then here now we are using LangChain to provide responses. So for that you're importing the required functions. So from LangChain import prompt template and LLM chain, and from LangChain.llms import Hugging Face pipeline, because for Dolly model you're using Hugging Face pipeline. So first you have to use LangChain along with Dolly, you have to import this particular libraries. And then you have to pass your template that is called prompt template. For that you are using this particular code. So prompt is equal to prompt template is a function, and you're using your input variables which is called instruction, and then templates equal to instruction. Okay, and then next you are passing the entire instructions also with some additional content. So that's why you are using this particular code. So for this template, prompt underscore with underscore contents, which is a relevant variable name I use it. So always it's a good practice whenever you are writing any code, it should be very clean as well as it should be understandable. So use the relevant libraries. File name should represent the application, what you're doing with relevant file good name. So this will be helpful for you which will be a good coding practice whenever you're developing or whenever you're writing any simple code. It's very important to follow these practices, because it's very good if you get used to those practices from the beginning, so that you won't feel difficult when you want to change at some or the other point of time. So this will also help you to look back to your code whenever you want, and it will help you to easily understand. So it's not like something which you already got mixed, or something you're done, and whenever you want to see that and you feel that, oh, this is the code which I written, oh my god, you're surprised, you can't find you can't understand what you written. So that's a good practice to follow the coding practices. So just follow that. So input variables equal to instruction comma context, and templates is equal to your instruction input and then context. Okay, now you have to create a model that can return answers based on the LLM and your secondary source of content. So the model that we are using is a Dolly v23b, and the additional context is LangChain, what you're passing. Okay, so I'm taking Hugging Face pipeline, and then I'm initializing that, and to my Hugging Face pipeline I have passed the pipeline generated text which we have initialized here. Okay, this is your generated text. Okay, and then LLM chain equal to LLM chain of, for your LLM this is your pipeline, and the prompt is the prompt which you pass it. Okay, and then LLM context in. So we are building two things, right? Once we are passing only the context, only the prompt, and one other prompt is prompt along with some additional context. So here you are passing that with the help of this function, that is LLM chain of LLM equal to your HF pipeline, which is nothing but your Hugging Face pipeline, and the prompt is prompt with context. Okay, so this will give you the, this will make your call to your pipeline. Okay, and then see how your example will respond. So the instruction that what I'm giving, explain to me the difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion, and then response is LLM chain, which is your variable dot predict of instruction equal to this instruction, and from S response split print S plus, and of course this really will be good because you passed. And for the second thing, you are passing some additional context. So additional context will be like this. You took some para and then you pass it that, and then same. Then the instructions are summarize Lincoln's career, and the response is same what you used it in the previous method. Same method you can use, but here this is the one which you are using additional context along with the instruction. So for that purpose, you're using this, you're passing this additional context. So LLM underscore context underscore chain dot predict is a method that you can use to pass your instructions along with the context. So instruction equal to instruction and context is equal to the context which you passed. Okay, and then you are printing your response. So this is like and this is also same. So here what I did is I kept some incorrect one, uh, that means like some mistakes, some spelling mistakes, and then I want to see how it is responding, and it responds really very well. You can use this sample code for trying out on your own. So I just pass the instruction like summarize the night sky related to this context, and response is equal to LLM context and predict of the instructions, as well as this is the context that I use it. So context is equal to this context. So this is your variable, and then you're printing it. So basically you can use LangChain with dolly model like this. You have to initialize your pipeline, you have to pass your instructions, and for LangChain you have to pass the prompt template, and then whenever you're whenever you're calling that particular model, just make sure you're initializing the pipeline, calling the pipeline along with your template, so that it will call the model, and then you'll get the response for your particular question. So this is what you can use for developing the applications using Dolly as well as LangChain. I hope you understand this video. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.